today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's the
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Pollard again. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard, 68 yards. And the Titans are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And when you review his performance last week and the game in total, I think that he understands and his team understands they were fortunate to get out there with a victory, because he was a little tentative out there and didn't throw a touchdown pass. And if I'm this defense that he's facing in this one, I'm going to bring some pressure early and see if they can get to him. Maybe he's gotten it out of his system, and now he can be a little bit looser and play more to his potential.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, certainly not how they envisioned the start to this when you give up the touchdown and they take a shot on the first play from scrimmage offensively, Charles, but it gets intercepted.
Yeah, instead of just trying to nibble and, work your way downfield, they tried to take a nice little chunk there. It didn't pay off for them. Now the defense runs on the field, having already given up a touchdown the first drive, hoping to get their legs under them and slow them down.
And all those mistakes, they just seem magnified here in the playoffs. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Second down, Pollard again. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Now Rainey. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Hooker's going to throw it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Pollard will take it up the gut. Able to push his way through. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting them a few yards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
They'll go for it. Hooker.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Amon-Ra St. Brown
From 4 yards out.
And the Titans continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a Tennessee score.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive? Because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here's 2nd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Now Hooker. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Hooker eluding the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, this has all the makings of a landmark day running the football. He scored 3 times now, and we haven't hit the quarter break.
You think back to Alvin Kamara, Christmas Day 2020, 6 touchdowns, which tied Ernie Nevers, the Hall of Famer. He's halfway there already. Some fancy footwork in the early going.
A try here for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown.
So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back back out is the Jacksonville offense and Trevor Lawrence. And he's had his struggles here early with a couple of interceptions as he'll try to refocus with a 1st and 10 to start this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing. Hooker.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go.
Here's Hooker.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Calvin Ridley, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Titans are able to add on to their first half lead. So this now 34-0 with the extra point pending. And Charles, I thought these guys might have the advantage coming in, but I didn't expect this.
Well, I'm glad we're going with full transparency here because I didn't either. I thought we might be looking at a 24-20 type game, maybe 13-10 at the half. But this has been total, utter domination.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Single. Alert 16.
Here's Lawrence.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Lawrence. And one more time, here's Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Now Lawrence. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. Picked off by Amani Hooker.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Hooker to throw it. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Back to throw. Hooker looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. 3rd and goal. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars ready to go on offense for the final half. And with time quick round matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This 4th and final matchup on this divisional round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. We'll get started out in Denver, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Nathan Peterman leading the way as his guys pick up win number 14 on the year. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He's up over 100 yards rushing for the game already, and he scored 3 times as well, as they went to him early and often, and with good reason.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter. Three. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Open man is Duvernay.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Lawrence will throw.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Thomas. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Again, it's Lawrence.
He's got Mason complete. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
Now they run. It's Mason. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half. This carried over with an interception to begin the 2nd half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hooker. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well. Back to throw again.
On the move past the 40.
Room here to run. And he gets this one down to the 24. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Lawrence's throw is on target to Duvernay.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Thomas, the man in motion left. Mason. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Ben Mason.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over.
And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes that kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Here's Ward. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Ward. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. It's another one that keeps them moving forward.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Hooker. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Mason. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a contour, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.